Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. In past meetings with Tanaka, just 3 for 14. He's taken him deep once. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Hit hard but foul. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And here's Renato Nunez. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted in the air out to right. Santander waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Santander racing back. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright fearless. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. This pitch is popped up. Cisco's got it, and the side is retired. Yankees back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Renato Nunez slows down to become the first out here in the second inning. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay. The tag, and he is out at second.
That is good. The second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Hanser Alberto. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3, go. Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. No balls and 1 strike.
Sanchez.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Might be putting him on now. It's ball 2. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Santander waits on it. 1 away. Striding in, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
Pedro Severino is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Popped him up.
Number 28, Pedro Severino.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Edwin Encarnacion now. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the second deck and gone. Solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Fastball called for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 New York. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Rio.
First offering on its way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. Ruiz, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. So two men are gone now in the Baltimore third. And the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in, Trey Mancini looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. This is popped up. LeMahieu has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
0-1 the count. Ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make it bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Now batting. The center field.
High in the air out to center field. Severino on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are two gone now. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Show Track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. A high fastball is in there. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees lead now. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He popped out in his first trip. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Severino retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He reached on a single in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Stepping in, Renato Nunez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Stanton, and this one is gone. A home run.
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
Standing in now, Dwight Smith Jr. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. He pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in now, Rio Ruiz. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Striding in once again, Pedro Severino. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Severino.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Looking to minimize the damage here. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 5-3 ball game, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 0-1 offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. Torres has it. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Up next for the Yankees.
And he fouls this one off. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Next for the Yankees.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Michael Givens is going to jump into this one much earlier than I think he ever anticipated. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Popped him up. Mancini on the move. But he won't get there. It falls in. Ready for another chance? Gio Urshela. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A ball and a strike now. Lifted in the air to right field. Santander waits on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, DJ.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Digging in, Aaron Judge. And their runners at the corners now. Pickoff throw to third. Runner back standing. And he'll look over to third here once more, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ready once again, Trey Mancini. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And look out! That's the third batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Mancini gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there's ball 1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And he'll reach first safely.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery. He made a knock.
And a surprising intentional walk here from the dugout, as that will now load the bases.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Settling in now, Dwight Smith Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it 6-5 now.
Now batting.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So striding in, Rio Ruiz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. In with it is Stanton, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box now, Pedro Severino. No balls and a strike to count. Now the runner breaks for the plate, and they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. One there, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Now they couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now at the plate, Chance Sisco. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First offering on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runners breaking for the plate. Just keeping him float. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there. And the first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 0-2, here it is. That misses, 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Popped him up. Ruiz in foul ground. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the Major League average is somewhere around 30%. Something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. In now for the O's, Jonathan Villar. Past meetings against Luis Cessa, he's 0 for 5. Villar lifted down the line in left. On the move is Stanton. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Weir's still tied 6-6. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary Sanchez. Leading off for Baltimore, the left fielder.
Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready now for Baltimore, Hanser Alberto. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
The center field
digging in to try it again, Pedro Severino. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
What is going on? Sign from the dugout says they want to intentionally walk home a run here. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching for
Chance Sisco will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Stanton has a read on it, 1 down. Throw behind him to third, and they get the double play at third, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, the first.
So striding forward now, Trey Mancini. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And look out as that gets him. So that's going to bring home a run. Here's the first pitch.
Anthony.
A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Severino, the runner at third. Villar over at second. Mancini at first, 2 out in the inning. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Renato Nunez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Here's the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, He focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 8.
He's out.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder, Michael Brantley. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back front base there.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
That's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
Next to the outfield.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here's George Springer. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. His first homer here in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 44.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Standing in now, number 44. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
The shortstop, Carlos.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Fisher is there. Let's see if they test it. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut. Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire. He starts the inning, and Dan, there.
For the catcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Brantley. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. You got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in, Josh Reddick. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
He swings and misses. Throw down. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Yeah, man, this guy clutched his muscles on that last at-bat.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Grichuk going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Third baseman,
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gurriel going back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
the first baseman, number 10.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the air to straightaway right. Fisher is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, number 44. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 44.
From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Line to second where it's caught there for.
Number 23.
Here's Mike. First pitch on its way. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now
Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Pitch popped up. Guerrero in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's lifted the other way out to left, and that'll get down for a base.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Runners on the move for second. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in. Is that it? Coming to the plate now, Reese McGuire. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many.
Play ball.
Digging in once again, number 44. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The designated hitter, number 44.
Lifted the other way to left center. In there, a base hit. Here's Carlos Correa now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on screws.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Dero, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Josh Reddick trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
Looked to me like he was trying to read the pitcher's timing on that one, but he got it all wrong, obviously. Good job by the man on the mound to step off calmly and deal with the situation. Sometimes you see guys panic in those types of situations.
He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully.
catcher,
As the batting order turns over now and set to go, Robinson Chirinos. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks.
And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. 1 run scores. The run scores from second, make it 9-0.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
Runners off for second. And a step off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner's on his way to third. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery. Runner goes for third. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Here's Randall Grichuk. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, man. He's looking really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect.
Play ball.
Now at the plate, number 13, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Roberto Osuna takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. A ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something with speed.
Popped him up. Chirinos is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And that's just what you're supposed to do in the postseason, right? Especially when you have home field advantage. Take care of your business in your own park, and you will advance. Well done in Game 1.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. So striding in, George Springer. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, number 4.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to right. Fisher's under it. 1 down.
Play ball. Your attention, please.
Next will be the designated hitter,
Now
Justin
back,
Smoak. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Springer has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Here's George Springer. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Gurriel on 3rd. Correa on 2nd. Marisnick on at 1st with 2 down. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Play ball.
Looking to leave him loaded. Back up the middle. Bichette gathers it in. Throw on to 2nd for the force in the side. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Pitch on the way. Line to the right side. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Astros are down to their final out now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Giles sets. First pitch on its way. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So Jose Altuve will get a chance next to try to extend the inning. Now batting, Jose Altuve. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Taking off is Springer. In there, now the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Runner breaks
on
for
the back,
3rd.
find the ball,
Now
find
a
the
swing,
ball.
and he pops it up. And this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Blue Jays, in a game they really needed, are able to salvage Game 2 here at home as the ball game is over. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. So digging in now, Bo Bichette.
Leading off tonight for Toronto.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Alex.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Into the box, Jose Altuve. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and a good start to the inning for Buchholz. 2 away now.
Batting third.
Next up for the Stros, number 44. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hard liner to center field. Richard is there, and it's a very quick inning as the
leading off for the Blue Jays, the center fielder.
Stepping up now, Yuli Gurriel, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stage.
Gurriel swings, and it's hit very well out to left. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Third baseman, number 2. Alex.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Bregman brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat.